afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Brian Dozier heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the three.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be the difference maker, as he often is. He's been destroying the ball lately. 7 home runs in the last 10 games. You got to be careful when working to him. If he gets a pitch he can drive, he's not getting cheated.
Joe Mauer stands in as he looks at a called strike. Clear skies this afternoon. 84 degrees is our first pitch temperature.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Liriano has his target. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle.
He just did everything right here on the mound. He made the good pitch. He got his guy to hit the ball on the ground. But baseball is just a little bit like life. You know, things don't always go your way. This is going to be an infield single as he reaches here with 1 away.
Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Runners on first with 1 down. High and deep to left center field. Martin going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, Matty, not enough people give Miguel Cabrera credit for what he's able to do defensively. Remember, he came up as a shortstop with the Marlins and moved to third base, and now is one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. But that overshadows his defensive abilities. He's no slouch with the leather.
Robbie Grossman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. Twins nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jake Odorizzi, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Fielder, Leonis Martin.
Leonis Martin started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Eric, these Twins as they take the field here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Too high, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here the last 2 pitches.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
46.
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Number 46 is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
Miguel Cabrera gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into too many hitters counts because they'll tear you apart.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball or he's got to foul that thing off.
Well, this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come. Eddie Rosario will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
Down the first baseline. Cabrera's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the 2nd.
Batting 6th.
Ehire Adrianza will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. He could use a good at-bat here.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
1-2.
That misses 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Iglesias comes up with it. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting 7.
Max Kepler will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. Liriano gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Machado takes it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. Still 0-0. Nick Castellanos will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really nice games mixed in there.
Ball 1,
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
In there, 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 6th. Catcher.
James McCann will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240. So he'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
Hit well on the ground to first. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Left for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. Back on a beautiful day here in Detroit as we're set for the top of the third from the home of the Tigers. Number 23 digs in here for his first appearance.
23.
Liriano into his motion. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martin is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 9th. Center fielder number 25.
Byron Buxton will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Hit hard back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Brian Dozier will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Hit to short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Coming to the plate now, Joe Mauer, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Now the 0-1. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a 2-run shot for Joe Mauer. Home run number 9 on the year, as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead. Here's Miguel Sano.
Third baseman, Miguel.
He will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. That home run estimated at 401 feet. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the right side. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Robbie Grossman is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
That ball's foul.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. All even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Eddie Rosario stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd. Victor Reyes digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Victor Reyes.
Drilled to the left side. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Batting 9th, second baseman.
Stepping in, Dixon Machado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive. But taken in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Number 12,
Leonis Martin will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
You just don't like to get beat on a fastball in that situation. I got to believe they'll go right after him again.
The 0-1 on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail things here 2-0. Ehire Adrianza is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Dixon Machado stands in for the second time.
Dixon
hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Well, he hit it hard. He just kind of got unlucky with the placement. So you can't ask for much more. You just got to try to go up there and barrel it up again.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Odorizzi comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Another one sent foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt, and as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment, and as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off to third.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Miguel Sano stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
The left fielder, number 22.
Victor Reyes will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Byron Buxton is at the plate as he watches ball one. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Brian Dozier will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And that misses, ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is up with it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Joe Mauer will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Into the windup and the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
So he's pitching himself into a perfect situation here. He gets 2 quick outs. He needs to get this guy with the middle of their order coming up. He doesn't want to mess with them with guys on base.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Here's Miguel Sano. Down the third baseline. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Dixon Machado will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Number 39 will be the new pitcher. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Kepler. He's got it 1 away.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA in the low 2s coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Leonis Martin is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Just overmatched him there.
Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
Yeah,
right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Number 46 is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Number 68 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 68.
Robbie Grossman will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Robbie Grossman.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he falls behind 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Hit hard to short. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of a plate. It's strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Here it comes on 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
From the stretch. Squared that one up just a little late. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Machado backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
We could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old.
Now batting.
Oh, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Kepler.
Ready for another chance? Max Kepler. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding one. They're up 2-0. Miguel Cabrera will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far.
Your attention,
quite
please.
frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Fernando Rodney is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Rolled foul off to the left, so they'll try it again.
That ball's fast.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Dozier is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Victor Martinez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one will get this one. Has him down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for Eric Harris.